My name is Ryan Fowler. I live in Exeter, New Hampshire. I'm here in support of HB575. It's important to me because I am a person in recovery. I deal with substance use disorder in my life, as well as I currently work for Helping Hands Ministries in the Safe Station Respite program, working with individuals suffering with substance use disorder who are coming off the streets. They're completely destitute, and we are not a medical facility. So every time I work, I see people suffering tremendous physical and mental agony from detoxing from opioid abuse. And it's very expensive to go to a medical facility where you could have these symptoms treated. And I see the EAR protocol for treating detox a very cost-effective means in treating one of the very small pieces of this very large problem that's plaguing our state. I hope that they hear my voice as a voice of people who might feel voiceless, as a voice of people who feel like they're the outcasts of society. I love my clients a lot. I love going to work and helping them. And I feel when I talk to them about my experience in politics, they feel left out. They feel like, especially living here where there's so little funding for resources, that no one cares about them. And I'd really like these people, these representatives, to hear me as one of their constituents representing a larger base of their constituents and allow us to help them and bring them basic human services.
Time to hear out HB 575. My name is Ryan Fowler. I am a resident of Exeter, New Hampshire, and I am a person in recovery from substance use disorder. I spent much of my adult life addicted to heroin. I have been clean since 2014. I currently work in the field of substance use disorder. I work for Helping Hands Ministries, part of the Safe Station Respite program, a program that's a combined force of the City of Manchester, Manchester Fire Department, Serenity Place, as well as Helping Hands Ministries. I work directly with people with substance use disorder seeking treatment who turn themselves into the fire station seeking help. I currently work in a facility that is not a medical facility. I see firsthand on a daily basis what acute withdrawal looks like from opiate abuse. I have nothing to offer my clients but acetaminophen and ibuprofen and sometimes melatonin if we get the right donations. It is a very challenging job, and I am also a person who went through a 30-day rehab in Manchester. I'm a graduate of the Farnham Center, and I received the ear acupuncture protocol when I was a patient there. I was maybe on day 10 of my detox, and I was not able to sleep. I was very cranky. I was physically in pain, and the person who applied it asked me how I felt. I said I couldn't sleep and I had physical pain. And during the time that the needles were in my ear, I fell asleep. And sleep to some might seem like not a big deal, but on day 10 of withdrawal from opiate withdrawal, sleep is a miracle. And I completed that program, and now over 2 years later, I am a certified recovery coach. I took a 30-hour certification program through the state of New Hampshire to get to where I work for now. I'm several months away from completing the CRSW program, which is a Certified Recovery Service Worker, which involves 500 hours of experience in the field, an ethics course, an HIV course, a suicide prevention course, and 24 hours under a licensed alcohol drug abuse counselor. And so, all that being said, if I was able to complete a type of certification program where I was trained on how to apply the NADA ear protocol to my clients, I could guarantee that the Safe Station program, which is active in Manchester, Nashua, would be more successful. I work in a 32-bed facility, and the likelihood that a person detoxing cold turkey stays more than a week is minimal. It's very common for folks to leave in their first 3 days because the withdrawal symptoms are so extreme. Their choice is either to leave and to use or drink alcohol, or to somehow finagle drugs into the facility, which unfortunately happens. I had a client just last night, a grown man, crying because he was in the peak of his withdrawal symptoms. He was taking his clothes on, putting them on. He begged me if he could just stand in the shower, even though the showers are closed. I let him, because if I said no, the rules are that the showers close at 8:30, he would have left. And the likelihood that he's there when I leave here and go to work is not very likely. But if I was certified to apply this procedure to help alleviate withdrawal symptoms, I feel that the program would be more effective. And in my written testimony, I speak of a young man who was a client of mine, and his withdrawal was extreme. He had mental health issues as well as substance use disorder, and I found that he had Suboxone in the facility. He had snuck in some Suboxone, and I had no choice but to ask him to leave the facility. And he died that night. His name was Roland, and he died because he had no health insurance. He did not have access to a medical facility for his detox symptoms, and we lost another New Hampshire resident to this opioid epidemic. And so this bill would put one more tool in my toolbox, as well as the toolboxes of many other people in the state trying to serve people who are afflicted with substance use disorder. And so that is why I'm very in support of House Bill 575. Thank you.